Hey guys, it's me, Simple Programmer, and welcome back to the Java game programming series. And as you can hear today, I got a new microphone so you guys can hear me better. And today we're gonna just be adding sprite sheets to our bats, making collision with our blocks. So basically, let's get started. So first, I'm gonna remove this choose stuff. I found a fix to make it so it goes in all random directions, but basically, it was just a very it was not very good movement, so I had to remove it. So I'm just gonna remove this choose stuff and the timer. And yeah, you guys can figure out a way to do that if you want, but I'm gonna choose not to implement it. Let's go down here and remove it, and there we go. Okay, so oh no, I can also remove the random. Okay, so we're just gonna add our sprite sheet. So here we're gonna do sprite sheet SS, Control-Shift-O to import that, and we're gonna do SS is equal to new. Wait, no, we don't actually need to do that, I think. So SS dot grab image, and let's make an array for our bat images. So private list, yeah, list, private array list bat image of the type. Here we have to do it's of the type buffered image. Oops, buffered image. Bat image is equal to new array list of the type buffered image, and there we go. Control-Shift-O to import array list. There we go. Okay, that's good. And is equal to new array list buffered image. Okay, so we're gonna do, we could just create an array actually. Yeah, array. So private buffered image array of bat image is equal to new buffered image array, and there's 9 of them. Okay, and this time is equal to new. This time I actually got the X and Y coordinates for all of them, so that's good. So you guys can actually see me do it. So I'm gonna do bat image. I'm only gonna show the first one. Bat image 0 is equal to, and I'm gonna create a comment here, and this is gonna say bats facing forward. Bat image 0 is equal to ss.grab image. The x is 97, y is 25, width is 27, and height is 22. And I'm just going to initiate a time lapse right now, and I'll be back before you even know it. So I'll see you in just a second. Okay guys, I'm back. I got all of the coordinates for the images, and this, by the way, is from my sprite sheet. If yours is a different sprite sheet, then you may need different coordinates. And I made a little mistake here. It's not actually 9, it's 12 images. Okay, so that's good. Now we're gonna make a, let's just test out. We're gonna get an error in our game. So here in our game, why did that go there? Let's move there. Here in our game, we have to go down here and put SS. Okay, there we go. So now in our bat, let's just test bat image 0. We're gonna go down here to our render. We're gonna do instead g.draw image, not image, bat image, image 0. Our RDX1 is our int x. Whoa, why'd x go all the way there? Integer y, and just null for our observer. And so now, if we actually run our game, we should hopefully see, instead of those green blobs, our first bat, and that's good. And yeah, as you can see, we removed the choose, so they're static until we actually get near them. They're not moving. So let's close that, and let's make a couple of animations. One for our right, for our left, for our forward and for our back. I'm just going to actually put that back, and here we're gonna make 4 anims. So private animation, anim forward, just copy and paste that 4 times. So 2, 3, 4, private anim forward, anim right, animation left, and animation back. I'm gonna move the forward, and I'm just gonna do front, just so sure. And Control-Shift-O to import com.simpleprogrammer.window.animation. Okay, so now let's go down here. We're gonna do anim front is equal to new animation. I'm gonna have a constructor here, and let's see, which one is it? Which constructor is it? We have 3 images, so we're gonna do the constructor that has 3 images. So buffered image, 3 buffered images we want. That's 1 to 5. Okay, that is 3. For here, our speed, let's just try 8 again. For bat image, this is our front. So, oh my goodness. Bat image 0. Copy that 3 times and paste it. Bat image 1 and bat image 2. Just gonna copy that 3 more times for our left, right, and back. So anim left is equal to new animation, and our left is 6, 7, and 8. So 6, 7, 8, anim right, and our right is 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. So I'm just gonna move this up. I don't know why. And finally our animation back is 9, 10, and 11. So 9, 10, and 11. Okay, there we go. So now we actually have to run the animation. So let's go down into our tick method, and here we're gonna do anim front dot, where is it? Run animation, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there it is. And front dot run animation. And just gonna copy that 3 more times for our other animation. So there we go, and boom. So anim left, right, and back. Okay, so now that we run them all, we actually have the images and we can use them. So here we're gonna do, if our velocity x is more than 0, that means we're gonna do, if it's more than 0, we're gonna do more than 0 means it's going right, so we're gonna do anim right dot draw animation. We're gonna use our G for our what was that again? Draw animation. It's double X. Oh yeah, our X, our Y, and our offset is 0. We're gonna do else if velocity x is more than 0. We're gonna do anim left. Less than 0. Anim left dot draw animation. G, X, Y, and 0. Okay, there we go. And else if velocity y is more than 0, I'm gonna do animation we're gonna do animation more than 0 means it's going up, so animation front dot draw animation z, x, y, and 0. And else if velocity y is less than 0, then we're gonna do anim back dot draw animation. Okay, there we go. That's all of it. And actually one more thing, so else if velocity y is equal to 0 and velocity x is equal to 0, then we're gonna do anim front dot draw animation. G, x, y, and 0. Okay, so that should all be working now. So let's run this. And as you can see, we have a bat that's following us. If it's just standing still, it's just doing that. If here, whoa, something is wrong. When it's going down, it's for some reason not working. Let's try going up, maybe. Going up does seem to not work as well. Okay. So left works, right works. Up does not work. Down. Oh, yep, that needs fixing. Okay. I think we should do... Oh, that would explain it. Velocity X. Okay, there we go. And I actually didn't... Oh, never mind. Velocity Y is more than 0. Animation less than 0. Going down. Okay. And if I just put these in front, actually, in front of these, we can do that. Else, if velocity Y is more than else, wait 1 sec. Oh, there we go. You're right. Move that and put that there. If I did that, then I'm pretty sure the up and down would work. Okay, the up works. Right does work. Okay. Down does not work. Up works. Left works. Right works. And for some reason, some are just disappearing. Interesting. Okay, very interesting. Okay, that's weird. And a half. Okay, guys, I'm just going to diagnose this, and I will be right back. Okay, guys, I have debugged it, and I've got a pretty good solution for doing it. So what we're basically going to be doing is getting our player's X and seeing if the player's X distance to the bat is more than our player Y. Then we'll check our velocity X and velocity Y. It's pretty complicated, but let's just do it. So we're gonna use our handler. So we're gonna do for int I is equal to 0. I is less than handler dot object dot size I plus plus. We're gonna do game object temp object is equal to handler dot object dot get I. Yes, okay. Now we're gonna do if our temp object ID dot get ID is equal to ID of the player, then we're gonna actually run our code. So we're gonna do it first. We're just gonna check if our velocity X is equal to 0 and both our velocity X and velocity Y are equal to 0. Then we're just gonna draw the thing where it's facing forward. So anim front dot draw animation, not dray dot draw animation G X Y and 0. Okay, there we go. So then we're gonna do else if, and we're gonna do math dot absolute value of our temp. Math.abs. There we go. Math.abs of our temp object dot get X minus our X is more than, not colon, more than math.abs temp object dot get Y minus Y. That means if our X change in X from our player to our bat is more than our change in X to our Y, we're going to do if velocity X is more than 0. We're going to do animation right dot draw animation G X Y 0. I'm just going to copy this. And we're going to do else if it's not more than 0. That means it has to be less than 0, because over here we say if it is 0. Well, actually, let's just do else if velocity X is less than 0. We're gonna do animation left dot draw animation, and we're gonna do else if it's not the change in X, then that has to be the change in Y. So else if velocity Y, and here actually we should do else if Just gonna copy this. Else if all of that stuff, good, very good stuff. Else if math.abs temp object.get y minus y is more than math.abs temp object.get x minus x, and that's not capitalized. And now we're gonna do else if velocity y is more than 0. We're gonna do animation front dot draw animation gxy0. Else if velocity y is less than 0, we're gonna do, whoa, not that, animation back dot draw animation. And that's it for our bat. And there's one error here, which is minus yx. It's actually x. Okay, there we go. Now again, we have another error. Forgot parenthesis. Now, if we actually run, you should see pretty nice bat. So if we're going, if it's going down, I'm gonna do that. Right, left, do that. Right, do that. Down, up. Perfect. So now I'm gonna go to our game. Oops, I just copied the code here, so I didn't have to remember it by memory. I'm gonna go to our game. Framework. Game. It's not in framework, it's in window. Game. Okay, there we go. Now I'm gonna make actually not now. Let's make our collision with our bat first. So first, let's make a private void collision. So let's go down here. Private void collision. Exactly like our player. Yeah, exactly like our player. We're gonna make a get bounce left, right, bottom, top. And I'm just gonna copy this since it's much easier. Just copy actually all of this. Much easier to do than just do it manually. So just gonna do that, and there we go. Okay, so we just got all our get bounce things. So now let's actually draw our things. Do our collision. Same thing. I'm just gonna copy everything in our player. It's really that simple. Really is. For an eye, just gonna copy everything. You guys can do this as well. You really don't need to do all that work and do stuff. You really don't need to do all that work. And now here we're just gonna run collision. There we go. It's really that simple. Okay. So now let's come on, follow me, bat. Come down here. Come on, follow me. Right here. And whoa, for some reason it's glitching out. Okay. Okay. So left and right is working. Down is not working. Let's test up. Up is not. It's just glitching out when we do up and down. So that's probably because falling is equal to true and jumping, I don't know. Let's just remove this stuff. Just do velocity y is equal to 0 and that stuff. Okay, y is equal to temp if get bounce top, temp object dot get y plus temp object dot get height. That's our blocks, right? Guys, I'm just going to stop the video right now and just debug this, and I'll be back in just a second. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, so the fix was pretty simple. I just removed this velocity y is equal to 0. And the reason we put that for the player is because the player can jump, and that's like the only way he can hit his head. So that was a pretty easy fix. And now we're just going to do one more thing before we end off the episode. If we run our game here and we just let ourselves die, we can see that if we get below our health, if our health gets below 0, we actually crash because that gets below 0, the color gets below 0. So easy way to do that. Let's go to our game here. We're gonna make a static method. So down here, just below here, public. Wait, actually out of this method. So public static and int. We're gonna return an int. Just gonna call it clamp. an int variable, int minimum, and int maximum. And we're gonna do, if our variable is more than or equal to max, then we're just going to return variable is equal to max. And we're gonna say else if our variable is less than or equal to minimum, is less than or equal to our minimum, we're gonna do return variable is equal to minimum. And else we're just gonna return our variable. Okay, so that's it for that clamp method. So now let's go back to our HUD. So let's click on that, and we're going to do in our tick method, we're gonna do health is equal to game.clamp, and we're gonna have in here our health, our minimum is gonna be 0, and our maximum is gonna be our health. Wait, no, not our health, sorry, our 100, yeah. And 1 second, float, just change method to float int. I'm actually gonna change it to float. Return health is equal to minimum. What? Oh, it is. Oh right. Public static float clamp. Okay, let's go back to HUD now. And 0, 100. Okay, that should be good now. We just, come on, what's the error here? Control F, nothing. Just put an F here because it floats. So now if we actually run our game, we should not get any errors when we get to 0 health. And there we go. That's all good now. Okay, so that's gonna end off this episode. We were very productive. We made we loaded another sprite sheets for our bats. We made collision for our bats, and we fixed a deadly error. Next time we're gonna create. We're gonna start off with our menu. So we're gonna have mouse input. So when you click something with our menu, and yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out. Also, next time we're also gonna create a bit of a fix for sticky keys, because as you can see, if I do this and I do this and I let go, it just stops, and I don't get A again, and I don't get I'm still holding A, and I just click D, so it goes to D. If I let go of D, it doesn't go left again. So that's gonna be fixed for next episode, and peace out, guys. I'll see you next time.